Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Stelparonke, historian, broadcaster and an academic. And I love historical fiction, but what I love more is to tell you the truth behind the fiction. If you know me and if you know my channel, I reviewed the movie The Other Boleyn Girl, and you probably know I'm not a huge fan. I really hate the portrayal of Anne Boleyn in that movie. However, I have a confession to make. I really love the portrayal of Catherine of Aragon in that movie. And I even have a favorite scene. Though there are some things that can be disputed and that can be discussed. So maybe let's dive in. Okay, just a bit of context here. We are here in 1529 when Catherine has to face the Parliament, but also Henry VIII legates, and explain why they should not get an annulment. So she's on her way there, and she's gonna meet Anne Boleyn and Mary Boleyn.
Crowds are with her. The crowds have no vote.
Okay, so here you have Mary Boleyn. The crowds are with her. The crowds have no votes. Again, I really don't like the portrayal of Anne Boleyn by Natalie Portman. I mean, I think Natalie Portman as Anne Boleyn was a great idea. I just don't like the script they gave her. It is true that Catherine of Aragon was dearly loved by the people of England. Let's face it, she had been queen for over 1 decade, and she was really loved. There's no doubt about that. She had been in the country for a long time. She had brought a dynastic alliance. She had brought peace between England and Spain. She is loved. But obviously, as we know, it didn't go well for her.
She's coming towards us.
So, the Boleyn whores.
Okay. Wow. I love the fire here on Catherine of Aragon. She's not holding back.
Two former ladies of mine. What did I do to upset you?
I love the dignity. I love here, when she confronts them. She's not playing games. She wants to know, what did I do to you? Now, do I think it's something historically accurate? I don't think so. I think in that context, Catherine of Aragon would have just ignored Anne Boleyn and not give any time for her. I think she would have just not even give it a look. Because at the end of the day, Catherine of Aragon was a royal princess. Anne Boleyn was no one for her. So here, the fact that she goes and wastes her time, but it shows the fire of Catherine of Aragon, and for that, I'm all for it.
That you should turn against me like this.
You failed to give England an heir.
And that upsets you so?
What upsets the king upsets me.
How dare you?
Catherine, Queen of England, come to court.
But the fact that she confronts Anne Boleyn is gonna lead to one of the best lines of the movie.
You want me to creep away and become an Anne? Well, I shall not. You want me to lie before God and admit my first marriage was consummated? Well, it was not. You want me to retire and give up my daughter's claim as sole rightful heir to the throne? Well, I shall not. Not in 1,000 years. Not if you rack me to within an inch of my life.
Is this just a beautiful line? She will go nowhere. She's not the one who's gonna, back down, is gonna give up. And that is historically true. Would she have said that to Anne Boleyn? I believe that those lines, if she had the moment, are very accurate of what we know of Catherine of Aragon and her rivalry with Anne Boleyn. But that line is also very much powerful and so Catherine-like.
I am Catherine, Queen of England, the king's one true wife and mother of the heir to the throne, beloved of the people and beloved of a king you have bewitched.
It's just a slap to Anne Boleyn, and she just keeps on slapping her. But here, Anne Boleyn, she looks kind of scared. She looks unsure. Well, I think the real Anne Boleyn would have kept her head down. Because in 1529, she doesn't really know what's going to happen. She's not in a very strong position. She's not sure in 1529 how the French are going to fully react. She knows that they are supporting her, but it's really in 1532 where she can feel like almost bold and backed by the French. In 1529, they are favoring her, they are all for it, but at the same time, I think she's a bit scared. She could lose. You know, like, it's not a foregone conclusion here. And Catherine just said, like, I'm not going anywhere. So, yeah, I think that here, like, it's not about the acting. It's the script is not right for Anne Boleyn. I think she would have kept her head down and ignore. Obviously, Mary Boleyn is shocked. She's always shocked. She has that Scarlett Johansson, so great, such a great actress as well. But on Mary Boleyn, she spent the whole movie being like this. Look at that scene where Catherine of Aragon is going to defend herself. The Cromwell in Wolfhall. Ha! Henry VIII, Eric Bain, Catherine of Aragon is going to plead to him not to do what he's about to do. And again, a very good actress and a very good portrayal of Catherine of Aragon. But let's see the lines now, and if it could be historically accurate, or if they're based on manuscripts.
My lord, how have I offended?
Great, she's kneeling. That actually happened in the manuscript. She kneeled to Henry VIII.
Been a true obedient wife. I have loved all those whom you loved.
She's also talking about the fact that she's an obedient wife in the manuscript, in the archives. That is again well done.
I have loved all those whom you loved and given you children, though it has pleased God to take them away.
Yeah, not untrue. They were taken away from them. Some of them were born and died in infancy, so...
If there is any just cause against me, I will happily depart to my shame and dishonor. But I tell you, as God is my witness, there is none. So I beg you, dear husband, to spare me this humiliation.
It's very well done here because... So it's very much like paraphrased and concise. But she claimed that, you know, she never, ever had any type of intimacy with Arthur. And it's so well done here because she's basically stating everything, and everything that's laid against her. And the courage to say that in front of everyone as well.
But if you will not, and you wish to challenge the validity of our marriage, then let it be in a proper court, and by the only authority I recognize, His Holiness himself.
Wow. It is historically accurate here, though she did not challenge him that way at that time, but she did say that the only person she would recognize to say that their marriage is invalid is the Pope, Holiness, right? And here he's furious. I think, honestly, what is that? Eric Bain as Henry VIII. What on earth were they thinking? I don't see it. To be fair, when I see that actor, all I see is actor in Troy, so... But he just doesn't have the Henry VIII vibe. And it's not because how he looks, he just doesn't have the vibe. You have to have a tendency of being, like, unhinged. And he doesn't have it. So here, even his facial expressions are are not great. But Catherine of Aragon in that movie, and that is such a great scene. That is such a great portrayal of Catherine of Aragon. That's relying on historical sources. It is well done here, what they did in The Other Boleyn Girl. I mean, there's so many ways that they mess up that movie on so many levels. But they really nail, in my opinion, the portrayal of Catherine of Aragon. Let me know in the comments what you think of that portrayal and what you thought of that actress as Catherine of Aragon. Let me know what you thought of that scene in general. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!